All right, this is Kirsten. Out of sheer laziness, I am going to do a voiceover. So I'm sure I'm probably saying something like, I love monochromatic stuff and white on white doesn't bother me at all, blah, blah, blah. But we're gonna get to it to make some separation out of the white flowers on the white background. I have no idea what I'm really saying. This is my first time doing a voiceover. So we're going to go up to the object select. See, it's quick select, object select. We're going to go to the object select and let's just go ahead and select the whole bouquet. And I always cross my fingers because I really do think that works. And it did a pretty good job selecting the whole entire bouquet. We could refine edge if we wanted to really go nuts, but here we don't have to. I started labeling everything, so we'll label this left bouquet. The reason being is if you start working with a ton of layers, you're going to want to have them all labeled. Okay, so go back down to the background layer. So we have the left bouquet up on a layer. Now go back to the background layer, and we're going to do the same thing. Object select, select the bouquet. We don't have to go all the way to the tip because we're really not concerned about the tip, only up on top. Cross your fingers, don't forget. Okay, it did a pretty amazing job. Again, you can go in and refine edge real close. Sometimes it struggles a little bit with the white on white, getting it pretty accurate. And again, label it. This is the bride's bouquet. Great. Okay, click on the background layer again, and we're going to find some really good leaves to select. There's a little tiny purple one on the left that I like a whole lot. And there's also that one on top on the bride's bouquet that would work really well. So here I'm trying the quick select, but it can't really make heads or tails. And I'm going to go back to the object select since we've had good luck with that. So let's select these three little leaves right here. It does an awesome job. So Control J to get that on another layer. All right, go ahead and label that. We're going to hit the Move tool. And we're going to grab those leaves and let's bring them over to the sister's bouquet here. I mean, already that looks perfect. So you can drag it and drop it so it goes right underneath the sister's bouquet, the left side. And the reason being, if we were going to merge all the layers, it would be nice to have sister on one side, bride on the other side. Okay, so then you can kind of play around with it. You can use the arrow keys if you want to go up, want to go down, kind of mess around with it a little bit. You want to have it behind the bouquet, or else you can see how it is now, where you can actually see the cutout. And here I am using the arrows. There we go. We want it behind. There we go. Come on, Kirsten, do it, do it. There we go. Fantastic. So now we're going to go back to using, oh, come on, Kirsten, don't use quick select. Object select is much better. And I think I realize that when it does a poo-poo job. Yeah, see, it just wants to grab the whole thing. So back to object selection. Just learn your lesson. Do it nice, do it twice, right? Okay, that does a stellar job. So Control J to get that little purple flower up on its own layer. And let's call that, oh, I called it purple fern, whatever. So again, you are going to click on the Move tool. Put it where it makes sense. Then we're going to go ahead and duplicate the greenery again. You can rename it. Take the move tool and now move it somewhere else. I guess I'm duplicating it again. You don't even need to have this much peeking out. It really only needs to be a centimeter just to have a little separation. And no one would ever know. Literally no one would know, just the photographer. So now we're going to click on, all the leaves are the same pretty much. Because, if we got a good leaf, I don't think we really need to go crazy. Hit duplicate layer again. Click on the move tool. Took that away all pretty. You can see I'm moving the layer below the bride's bouquet, so it's behind the flower, not in front of the flower. And see how it's kind of snappy? That's why I usually use the arrows, just to get a real precise. So let's see. I don't know what I'm saying here. I'm probably telling a lovely story. Duplicate layer again. If you hold the shift key down, you can actually make it longer without making it bigger, wider. So it just brings it in one look, make it longer, not wider. Yeah, there we go. You can rotate it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm not dragging any of the left purple flowers onto the right because it looks like two different, the sister has one purple flower breed, flavor, I don't know, whatever you call it, species, and then the bride has other ones. So if you go back to the background layer, we're going to select, get the object select, see I learned now, and we're going to select one of these little purple flowers. Again, we could refine edge, but we're going for quick here. We're going to name it Purple Ball, just so we know. Click on the move tool. And we're just going to have it peek out just a little tiny, tiny bit. Let's find some more leaves. Click on the leaves again. Let's duplicate again. And again, make sure all these leaves are behind the bride bouquet layer, or under the bride bouquet layer. Or else it'll be like crazy obvious. I'm probably saying something about how nice it looks. You can merge all the leaves into one, and then merge all the leaves for the sister, merge all the leaves for the bride. Here, I'm bringing them in a little bit. Like I said, you just need a very, very tiny, tiny rim of leaves for the separation. We don't need to go berserk here.